Hey guys, Shanti here with Raya from the production portal and Raya from Raya.
Raya from
Raya from
Raya.
Raya. Raya from Raya.
It's like my accountant said once to me, like, okay, what's the name of your company? And I was like, Raya. And he's like, no, what's the name of your company? And I was like, it's Raya.
Yeah, so it is Raya, people. It's Raya. I mean, they all know you anyway, Raya.
Yeah, hope so.
But we're going to talk about the new moon in Virgo on the 15th of September at 11:39 a.m.
Yes.
Um, just something that I wanted to mention about these videos and something that I haven't mentioned to you, Raya. But it's so funny because we literally record them like a week or two before the moon actually happens, so that
Yeah.
before the moon cycle. And I always find myself like really deeply entrenched in our chat. And then somehow I forget what we've spoken about during that week. And then when when I go to play out the video, I'm like, oh yeah. I mean, that really, and because everything that you say or everything that we're
We
talking about as
say,
well,
yeah,
that we're talking about
yeah,
is pretty much on point
yeah,
with the feeling and the energy
yeah.
for that entire week. So yeah, it's pretty
Interesting, isn't it?
phenomenal. Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Well,
Um,
we're tapping in, we're tapping into that kind of vortex of energy and information that's available to us. But a lot of times we don't sit and we don't listen to what's happening and, you know,
that cosmic energy.
yeah.
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 And we were having a very long chat off air because that's what we like to do. But it turns out that something that I had brought up with Raya is something that's actually going to be well, that Raya is going to bring up today in the moon chat. There's your little face smiling. But it's about right now. I mean, with the energy from that supermoon in Pisces, the energies have now like really, we're on high vibration right now, and the energies have escalated, I want to say. So we are really very much within that co-creation period where we need to be very mindful of our choices, of who we're spending our time with. So if the energy isn't aligned to you, consider that,
Yeah.
because we are now co-creating our future to come, I feel. So it's a very pivotal point within the creation of the new earth. But I'll let you take over from here, Raya.
Okay, so the information that I received about this new moon in Virgo, it's kind of like getting our lives back. It's putting our lives back in order because the past few months, since probably the end of June, it's just been chaos. Like we've just gone through so much, I think, letting go and releasing. Like it's just been this continuous kind of pull of energies. Like we've just been letting go, and there's been lots of disturbances and a lot of drama and a lot of energy that's been like kind of coming up through that like past few month period. And now we're kind of moving into this place where we need to ground ourselves. We need to reconnect to ourselves. We've got to slow everything down and we have to protect our peace. So the message is that we're getting the clarity that we need. And that clarity, like there's a lot of information that wants to be channeled through us, through nature. And I just got this message about being barefoot and being in nature or being on grass. You don't even have to go outside if you have grass at home, or just start being barefoot in your home just to ground and anchor in. Because if you're on grass and you're barefoot, you're releasing toxins from your body.
100%. Yeah.
There's this whole energy that takes place just from grounding. And I feel like the Virgo new moon wants us to really ground, and it's time to have honest conversations with ourselves. We've got to be really honest with the things that we want, because we're coming into this new, I want to say, emotional commitment to ourselves. Like we're committing differently to ourselves, but there's also all these beautiful new beginnings that are happening. We've got to really communicate. And it's a really strong message here, is to communicate lovingly, openly, compassionately, and think about things from like a higher perspective, but think about like how it will impact other people. Like the things that we do, the choices that we make, how do they impact other people? And we have to start to become more conscious of that. But the new moon will give us a chance to also reevaluate. We can reevaluate the things that haven't happened and the things that we want to happen. So we can have that clarity coming through with the things that we need so that we can move forward, because there's a lot of growth that is available to us at this time of the new moon. So it's really important that we set intentions and set those intentions really, really mindfully. But be careful of who you're spending time with. I know you touched on it before, but our energy, we've got to protect our space.
Yeah.
And I feel like, that's
No.
how our downloads and our information comes, is from being maybe alone or spending time with just ourselves and listening to and trusting our information and the things that we need to know and understand, because we all have the wisdom within. We've got to reconnect into that. And I feel like this new moon in Virgo is going to assist us to really listen.
I think you pinpointed it beautifully before. It's about protecting your peace. So once you're in that nice safety peace bubble, that is when the downloads do start to occur, like you say. So yeah, it's I'm all for that. And with the clear communication, it's like the more that you're clear with other people and,
with yourself.
And with yourself. Yeah, we do need to be very mindful because we are now co-creating,
Yeah. And it's a really good time to make small, simple changes. They don't have to be drastic. It just small, simple changes. Like just do things that you feel comfortable with and really reevaluate things. Because if you think about Virgo is very practical. It can be very strong. It can be very stubborn. So it's kind of like, where do you need to be a little bit flexible? Where do you need to create the changes? And maybe also prioritizing your time, and understanding and maybe organizing a little bit yourself and your time and your energy and how you want to spend it. Like start thinking about it from your perspective, if that makes sense.
Can I just add a little thing in there? I did have a session yesterday with someone who is on their soul purpose right now. And, the key there is just to, allow an hour, at least a day, on what it is you're being called to do. Because the more that you're committing to yourself and the more that you're committing to your soul path, the more that, you can really ground and create your soul purpose in the new earth.
It's interesting because I was having a conversation with my Sacred Wisdom membership group, and that was exactly what I was talking about, is we have to show up. And I kept saying, even if you show up for 10 minutes, but you keep consistently showing up, answers, information, things that you need will start to come. And if nothing comes, just show up. Just sit and be still. If nothing comes to you, just show up. And that's a big message. And when we show up, this is when the breakthrough happens. And I feel like September is going to be a month of breakthroughs. So I think that's why they're saying protect your energy, ground yourself, come back home, reevaluate where you need to be and how you need to feel. And then we're going to allow you to move forward with more ease or more grace, or things are just going to start to come back into flow, or there's this lightness that wants to re-enter your vibration.
Beautiful.
Girlfriend. So I think also focus on self-care. And the last message that I have is start to prioritize yourself. Because when we take care of ourselves, we then have space to take care of others. But when we don't, we feel overwhelmed by other people, I think. So listen to your needs and listen to what feels right for you. And it's okay for you to say no. And it's also okay for you to say yes.
Beautiful. Oh, there we go.
I got these bad boys out for us. I'm just going to choose a card for the collective.
I kind of wish that I got the same cards. I'm going to use a Sacred Destiny Oracle.
Okay.
Denise Lynn.
Maybe. Oh, I love these cards. All right. Message for the group. Kiss the cards. Okay, we got 3 of Wands, which is adventure. This is about looking ahead, and it's about building upon the things that we already have and about the knowledge that we already know. So there's like, it's time to take action. It's time to kind of move ahead. And if you look at this card, it indicates like behind us is like this chaos that I spoke about. Like we're moving out of the chaos. Yeah. Moving into a bit more stability, a bit more grounding, a bit more anchoring.
And I pulled going forward.
And look at that. It's nature.
Yeah. And there was also protection underneath.
Beautiful. Wow. It's very fitting for this moon cycle.
Yeah, isn't it? So it really is just, focusing on the path ahead, but yeah, getting clear in nature. Yeah.
100%.
Ooh, thank you, guys.
Thank you. Just one last thing. If
Yep.
I'm holding Moon Medicine on Thursday the 14th at 7 p.m. If anyone feels a call to join, we'll just be kind of dancing in this beautiful protective bubble, and we'll just kind of integrate a lot of energy and a lot of healing.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Love it. All right. Well, then
Beautiful.
join Raya.
Join. Bye.
Bye, guys.